Daredevil, Born Again, has some casting news. Started great, went downhill, and since my original posting of this, I couldn't get her name in time, but they recast Vanessa for this show as well. So first big news.
Vanessa,
Fisk's wife.
Okay.
John Barathol is confirmed to return as the Punisher.
Why?
Why are you so mad about the Punisher?
Leave him alone.
Why?
It's not a good character. Unless you're going to start doing all the shit they're doing right now with the hand, forget it.
Maybe.
Okay, but the Punisher's a boring
What better way to
character.
attach Daredevil to that? And go with that. Maybe tie that in some way.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
But I understand the concern. I want to go back and actually give the Punisher show a shot.
I know.
And try and watch.
I watched the first episode.
Oh my gosh.
And I was done with it.
You're so
You want some of my sandwich?
Have you always hated the Punisher?
I'm a killer.
Have you always hated the Punisher before?
The Punisher has been
Jason Aaron?
Yeah, he's boring. It's a boring fucking character, and it's not sustainable. Somebody would have to take him in at some point. You can't just let the Punisher go all the time.
Kill all these people. It's true. But I'm excited, so maybe you're just mad the whole way through this segment.
I'm not mad about it, but when
Barenthal did a great job on the show.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Barenthal is amazing. I'll watch him in anything, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, I will. I will watch him in fucking anything.
Honestly,
he's a great
I think
actor.
he was one of the best things about The Walking Dead, and he was only in the first couple seasons.
Dude, he was on that show, We Own This City, We Run This City, whatever, on HBO Max, and he was like one of the bad cops, and he fucking killed it, dude. But I don't need any more Punisher. And when you couple that with the other casting news, it's like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to the whole Disney fucking up the IP eventually, because, gee.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is I think it's mostly his performance. I think he's really, really good at
Give the Punisher his own show? I mean, just don't. Why do you gotta lump it in with
because they did it was very effective in season 2 of Daredevil. I'm not gonna say it was
fair.
Him and Charlie Cox had really good chemistry together.
That whole rooftop shit was just fucking
ripped
awesome,
directly
dude.
from the comics, just fucking awesome. So if we get more things like that,
and then they had to fight their way down the building.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was fucking badass.
I wish that show had one more season, because I wish that what they would have done is had the Punisher stuff in season 2, and then did the Elektra hand stuff that in season 3 that could have led into the Defenders. Then season 4 be what season 3 was, because that third season was incredible. It's just, I don't know. This is why I'm having mixed feelings about this, because I was really excited. Now I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm excited about him returning, but why am I? I know we're getting there.
Get to it.
I know what I'm doing. But we find out that Karen Page and Foggy Nelson, so Deborah Ann Woll and Eldon Henson will not be returning as of right now. Maybe they will. I don't think they're going to be. If they recast that, they're fucking that up. But
yeah, why?
Why would you? That was one of the solid foundations. That was the core thing of the show. Was that it was fucking the end of season 3 was Nelson, Murdoch, and Page. Like, they were partners.
She shows up like in episode 1.
She's there the whole entire series.
And dude, she by the end of the
her case is the whole first season.
I really only watched the first 2. There was 3, right?
Yeah.
I only watched the first 2 seasons. I never saw the third season.
The third season's incredible.
I know, but by the end of season 2, she is a fucking badass, dude. You know, she's taking control of her destiny.
In the first season.
She's taking control of her destiny. She's moved away kind of from Matt and Foggy and shit. And she's doing her own thing, and it's a great character arc. And if you want to fuck that up by not having that great actress back,
yeah,
okay,
that sucks.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
And Eldon Henson, like, they did a whole episode in the show building up Foggy and Matt's relationship and showing how important they are for each other as friends.
Here's the only reason that I will give this casting news, like, okay, that's fine. If they had specific ideas about the characters and went to these actors and said, hey, this is what's going to happen. And they were like, no, I don't believe the character would do that, or I don't believe the character would act like that, whatever. And instead of being like, okay, I'm willing to try a new interpretation of the character that I've already played, they were more like, I want to play that iteration of the character in this new show. And they were like, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is going to be Foggy's arc. This is going to be Karen's arc.
Yeah.
And they were looking at it as brand new characters, not as, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
As
also,
continuations of the previous series.
Also, I'm wondering if it's not going to be as violent as the Netflix show was, because
I don't know, man. You got the fucking Punisher.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know. I was so excited for the show, and then it kind of diminished a little bit with Deborah Ann Woll and Eldon Henson not coming back.
At some point, these people are going to fuck up these IPs.
It's great to have Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio back. That's great, but when it wasn't just those two. Like that show, like Karen and Foggy were a big part of that show.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Which MCU movie would you say is the most rewatchable? Like that has made such an impact on your life that you have no problem watching it like over and over again. Like, with Midnight Run with me.
There's a couple, I think.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Captain America: Civil War. Thor Ragnarok would be one. Okay. Or be a couple that I could think of.
The reason why I'm saying that is because
the first Avengers.
Recently, there haven't been a lot of them.
The first Avengers is incredibly rewatchable, by the way.
Recently there haven't been a lot of them. It's been a lot of forgettable stuff.
Yeah, it's been a lot of.
It feels like and formula and pushing the story forward rather than making good movies.
When you look at it as a TV show, right? And we're in phase. We just ended phase 4, so we ended season 4 into season 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ant-Man
was
phase 5.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like each movie is kind of like its own season of television or its own episode. So the way I look at it is like it's in a transition where the show has lost a lot of actors.
But
is trying to find their new identity, and that's kind of what it's going through. And you're right.
Stop talking.
I was like, let me finish. Because I'm agreeing with you. But you're right. There's been a lot of like, it was okay movies. Not a lot of like, wow, Infinity War.
As a Marvel shill who will pretty much watch anything those fuckers put out, I am completely underwhelmed. And I think at some point this fatigue is going to set in. And if it hasn't already, did you see the drop-off between Ant-Man's first week and second week?
Yeah.
It's going to happen like that a lot more with these
because they've
movies.
made it these events.
Right.
And you have to see it the first week because you'll get it spoiled on the internet. So you got to see it.
So guess what they're going to try to do to make that not happen anymore?
Well, and I think a lot of people
We're losing money off this? Well, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, and I think that the problem does kind of sit where I don't blame any consumer for enjoying this at all.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, I know that's not what you're saying either. But what I'm trying to get
we
at,
have to be prepared for this ultimately sucking fucking balls.
Because just laws of averages, not everything is going to be the most groundbreaking.
What's the next one up
in the genre, or
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? What's after that?
Probably the Marvels, and that got pushed to November, I think. I want to say I don't think there's anything else on Disney Plus or anything.
No shows this year?
There are. I don't know, man. I don't have the schedule in front of me. Secret Invasion's coming out this year at some point. I don't know. I think that's going to be before Guardians if I were to guess. So I would say next month.
Yeah. All right.
Which would be insane because they've not done
I'm still going to watch this stuff. I'm just saying, Feige made the right choice, but I think he made it just a tad too late. You know what I mean? Like just about a year or two too late. I think if he had made this decision right before Infinity War and Endgame, then it would have been like, okay.
And this is why I'm having...
We're moving into a new way, but we're doing it slowly instead of here's 17 shows and 8 fucking movies in one year.
And this is why I think that this Born Again show is going to have issues because it was already attached to the MCU, but was it really... Well, let's kind of make it mash into the MCU how we want it now. But it's like... I don't know, man. There's just so much, and I was excited, but now that man, not having Karen Page, not having Foggy Nelson, that's a huge real.
I should stress that this has nothing to do with his with either of us. This has nothing to do with his portrayal in She-Hulk.
No, I loved him in She-Hulk.
Yeah,
I Charlie Cox is not the issue. Vincent D'Onofrio, they're going to be great.
I'm just saying, I'll bet you anything some of these grifters are going to be like, see, told you they're going to fuck him up. Like, no.
It's just like those real moments with Foggy and Karen and Matt, and were like some of the best parts of the show.
Sex.
And the fucking. Yeah. But... I'm still gonna give the show a fair shot. Hopefully at some point, maybe it's a contract issue. Maybe it's
what
some
sucks?
sort of maybe they'll get sorted out and they'll come to the show.
You know what sucks? Off topic here, but you know what really sucks is that Dave Bautista is done playing Drax, and he's already played a character in the MCU. And you know who would make a perfect absorbing man?
Dave Bautista.
Yeah. Look at that fucking frame, dude. Fucking throwing around a big old steel ball and chain.
Just beating the shit out of people.
Right?
Yeah. Well, we already kind of started the MCU talk with Daredevil Born Again.
What else
is there anything else you want to talk about with that? I mean, that was mostly just the news, this casting news. They also got a replacement for Vanessa. See, like, changes to... secondary characters like Vanessa Fisk, who is only, and that's no offense to the actress.
No,
it's just she's not written like she's a big significant thing to Wilson Fisk, but and like a driving factor for him. But I don't know. I feel like she was kind of wasn't portrayed to be as strong as she could have been. I feel like so maybe they're trying something new. I don't know.
Look, I mean, there's something to say for a fresh start.
I don't think the first Vanessa was bad. I don't think she was bad at all.
She was, yeah.
I think everybody in that show was great.
Yeah, I think you're great.
Thanks, buddy.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.